to Quantum Astrology. I'm Julie Simmons. A lot of people ask me if it's okay to have a baby's chart done. And of course, you know, I had a baby, and being an astrologer, I watch the clock for a lot of the time as a way to pass the time, the labor time. I think it's not only okay to have a chart done for a new baby, I think it's also very useful. But it's a delicate matter. So when you're having a chart done for a baby, it's like it's the instruction manual that comes with the package. It's not like you're predicting how long this machine is going to last. It's not really that mechanical, but it's not like you know everything that's going to happen to this kid and whether they're going to get measles or something. What you know is how the psyche of that person is put together. And so when you have that information, and of course, you know, truthfully, you have to go to a skilled astrologer if you're going to have a baby's chart done. But if you have that information, it helps you to cultivate the child's nature in the healthiest way possible, and maybe to avoid some of the pitfalls. I think what I notice, I do a lot of charts for new babies, and I get a lot of feedback that, you know, not to just toot my own horn, but I get a lot of feedback in that, you know, 5 years on, like, wow, it's really useful. And now I've been doing this for long enough so that I have some of the babies grown up and coming to me for their readings, and they have their early, you know, readings that were on cassette tapes and stuff like that. That's a lot of fun. So, and it doesn't seem to have done any damage, but it seems to be an incredible description of the nature of the person. So that's basically what you're looking at. You're looking at a way to cultivate the healthiest growth in that plant that is that baby. It is true that every parent of a new child wants to know that their baby will not suffer, their baby will always get good grades, and their baby will grow up to have a rewarding career, a happy marriage, and all that stuff. You know, no one can guarantee that, but nor can they guarantee that, you know, you're going to die at 50. There's no guarantees because, I mean, this takes us into other territory, but I deeply believe and have observed that our fate is our past, right? It's who our parents are, it's what country we were born in, it's all the things we have no choice about, but it's also the past as in what happened yesterday, because that's what conditions us. Our future is not happening, right? It's our destiny. We're on our way there, and our fate helps us to get there, right? If we're totally unconscious about what makes us who we are, then we tend to make lousy choices that just keep replicating our past. So, but the only time that really exists is right in the moment of the present, right? And so in the present, you get to decide how much you're going to let your past influence you, and therefore what destiny you're going to call down upon yourself. So when you're doing a baby's chart, the whole goal of it is to help you understand how that child is put together, not to determine the way that their life is going to go. That's very important. When you're looking at a baby's chart, a baby is like just waiting for input. A baby is an unconditioned, it's not unconditioned really, there's plenty that goes into the making of a baby that's conditioned, but a baby is open to learning, a human baby especially is open to learning everything that they need to know. So, so it's an incredibly valuable thing to understand what the best way to cultivate that baby might be. It's also very interesting, and I have 40 years of experience to agree with me here, is that a baby doesn't see you for what your chart is about. A baby doesn't see a parent for who the parent is objectively. A baby only sees, a human really, up until a certain age, only sees the world through the lens of their chart, through their own conditioned experience, right? So if you know that your baby has the moon in Scorpio, and that might mean that that baby is a baby who needs a lot of trust, then you're gonna even if you're a kind of flighty person, you're gonna try and cultivate that level of trust with that child, because it's going to give that child the most ease. You know, it's going to give that child the most comfortable way of being, and it just, who knows, it works. What can I say? I get a lot of it helps people. It's helped me raise my child. It's useful. So I don't think when you're having the chart of a child done, you're having it done because you're predicting their future. I think you're having it done because you're looking at the nature of that child and how you can best cultivate it, and that's a good thing, a useful thing. It also helps if you have more than one child to see how that child is going to affect the family, because you can see how the child meets the family in the child's chart, right? So there's a lot of really good information that you can get out of the chart of a newborn human being. So, as I said at the beginning, though, you have to choose an astrologer who isn't trying to manipulate you with the information, where it's really about how does this garden grow? How can I best grow this garden? So, have fun.